Hotep, Black Power, your brother Shaka Sankofa here, Street Law Soldiers. First, giving honor, creator to the ancestors, my sister, Chief of Staff Brother Harris Abdul, all my family members, all my brothers and sisters that are in the ancestral realm, and you brothers and sisters out there. What I want to talk about today is, before I go in, I'm going to give you something that Chris Brown said, just to let y'all know that our brothers, they're tired now. They've been worn out. They've been used by these crackers in the industry. But let me just tell you, some of the things that this brother Chris Brown, now this is Chris Brown, what he said, you think the people are going to keep sitting around talking about us and letting this bullshit ride, and y'all gonna want to take guns away so y'all can enforce martial law. Yeah, I said it. We are blind to most of this shit because we are prisoners of our own mind and materials. When you tired of the fucking devil running your life, you hear God for the first time. No one knows what I deal with on a day-to-day basis. And this is Chris Brown. And just to show you the level of black consciousness. Just to show you that a lot of our people are waking up to this bullshit. Even our young G's. And my hats off and hotep to the rapper Chris Brown. The entertainer Chris Brown, and also the entertainer rapper Future. Who didn't perform at the 2015 BET Awards for basically the same reasons. Said he wasn't selling his soul. And you just have to look that up on YouTube. And I'm telling y'all, don't accept evil as the norm. That's programmed thinking. Because if we don't change ourselves, nothing will change. And I personally can't act like my faults don't exist. Because they're right in my face. And I must deal with them in order to get clarity on all levels. And I know that personally. And I want to take time to send some energy to this brother DMX. And I just want to say personally, if you ever get the opportunity to watch this video clip, I want to tell you personally, brother, you are Black God. You have the information and knowledge, and you know what's going on, and you see yourself being used and fucked around by this beast. And you keep trying to find solutions with that bullshit, with that crack and all that shit. It only makes it only enhances the situation. It only stagnates your spiritual growth. It only builds a wall up that gets in the way from you going to the spiritual heights that you've been ordained to go to. So you gotta, listen to somebody. Get away from these these old bitch niggas that want to keep you high so you can keep taking them to the malls and letting them ride, and shit like that. Let them ride around in your vehicles and laugh at you when you locked up, never come to visit you. Go back on the street and talk about how weak you was, how bad you look. Being, right now, you're in a fucked up state right now, brother. But it's a way out of this. But But you got to stand all the way up. You can't just continue to keep quoting scriptures at concerts and all this shit. And then after the concert, you grab a motherfucking pipe, man. You're just gonna keep going and going, and at some point, something detrimental is gonna happen. They already want to lay you down for being the black god that you are and being outspoken and putting these motherfuckers on blast. So they're already out to get you. They got ODB, Pop, you know, even Biggie was starting to wake up. He's gone. You know, Left Eye. You know, the list goes on and on. Chris Lighty, Jam Master Jay. You know, the list just continues. You know, and you don't have to go out that way and be among those numbers. You know, you could be the one that actually stands up and be true to this shit. Because Mace is not true to it. By no means. You know, he's dealing with confusion. He still hasn't made up his mind, you know, whether he wants to be on the pulpit or in P. Diddy's bed. You know, so, you know, brother, I'm just sending some energy to you. You know, because, you know, you got a lot of people out here that love you, man. Because you thorough, man. Your lyrics are powerful. You know, you done went platinum so many times. You prove, you know, the master of the game whenever you in your element. Whenever you're in that element, man, you can't be touched. You had the game on fucking smash, man. But at the same time, you smashing yourself. So, you know, once again, Chris Brown, give Chris Brown a hotep in Black Power. You know, it's in all of them. It's in all our G's out there, but they're trading them. You know, the exchange of their manhood and their integrity and their morality. You know, for jewelry. You know, for some cars, for some fake women. You know, and it's not worth it. You know, at the end of the day, it's not worth it. You know, because the police still see you as a nigga. You're still a nigga to him. Don't ever forget that. That's what Craig Hodges told Michael Jordan when they went to the White House, and I think it was Ronald Reagan. They went to they went to the White House for when they one of their championships, and Craig Hodges whispered in Michael Jordan's ear, "No matter how they praising you in here, to them you're still a nigga." One of the Secret Service men overheard that conversation. Craig Hodges was released from the Chicago Bulls 2 weeks later, unconditionally. So, you know, like I said, you know, there's a lot of you brothers, you know, they got to put the codeine in, put that scissor, all that bullshit down, and get some clarity for a minute. You know, link arms among one another. Stop that old fake beefing and shit, because that's all the crackers do. It start the beef, Vlad and all that. Yeah, and then for you niggas, y'all be going on that Vlad TV shit. Vlad is a motherfucking white cracker, Russian motherfucker that is infatuated with you niggas. Because he is a homosexual. He's an undercover homosexual. And he's infatuated with black men and rappers and the culture, you know, and the hip-hop culture. He's a motherfucking faggot, man. And see, one thing, I don't have a problem telling none of them nothing. Nobody shit. You know, because you get in your feelings, you know, and instead of taking a look at the shit and say, yeah, this brother may be right. And then, matter of fact, I know he's right. Because if I get upset about it, that means it's true anyway. So why get upset about it? Let me just go ahead, remove myself, disconnect myself from, and unplug myself from these motherfucking certain motherfucking outlets, you know, that got me under control. You know, and I'm gonna tell y'all something about child support. I've always been against that shit. You know, I think that's a tool. That's a flexible tool that a fucked up queen can use to fuck a brother's life up. In most cases. Because in most cases, if the brother don't want to be the queen, then, or she want to move on, she'll create a situation where it's confusion and turmoil, and then she go get the white man. She go get the white man, you know, to fuck your life up. You know, it's a lot of fucking fucked up shit about that child support shit. Taking a brother's license, you know, incarcerating them, and still having the motherfucking bill click while you bitten. You know, it's some fucked up shit to keep a brother fucked up, where the cracker has a hold on him. You know, compliments of the fucking black woman. You know, because a lot of brothers can't afford this shit. And these cracker ass judges know that. They know that. And they put these motherfucking outrageous motherfucking prices, these, you know, tabs on these brothers that have them barely living, that have them, you know, living damn near obscure, you know, and while the queen has another man with your fucking money, using your fucking money to go get her head done, go get her nails done, and talk shit, you know, about how she got you all fucked up and twisted, where you can't enjoy your life with your queen. You know, and that's in most cases. Now then you got some cases, you know, where motherfuckers, you know, like Jamal Bryant, you know, so-called Pastor Jamal Bryant, this motherfucker, you know, he's behind on his child support, but yet he wear $300-400 goddamn shirts, you know, and has his motherfucking mega church, but he can't pay child support. You know, and he run around just fucking and nutting and everything that he can, men and women. You know, cause he's starting to have that look on his face. You know, he done shaved all his hair off his face. That doesn't mean much though, but in some cases it does. And he has that motherfucking look now. I can't describe that look. It's a bitchy, it's a feminine, bitchy. I've been in the closet with you know, with Big Dick William, that look, that kind of look, you know, in shock and all that type of shit, you know, and you know, but you know, in situations like that where you can't afford to keep the crack off your back, and then you go in there and preach Sunday and tell somebody else, you know, how to be spiritual and how to live a decent Christian life, and you're not doing it. And you going around, and people are allowing you to do that. They're allowing you to do that. You know, and you know, because you haven't opened your doors to the homosexuals and all that, so you're gonna have the support of the community. Once you let the fags in, once you get the fags and dykes in, it's a wrap. Cause I remember when PFK Boom ran your ass out. I think it was Gilmore Projects in Baltimore, and you know, it was a lot of videos in response to that. But it was one little dyke, little stubby little motherfucker, looked like fucking Keebler Cookie Man, but it was a dyke. And she was stating how she would, and I know she would have. She was stating how she would blow PFK's head, blow his head off. You know, I blow your shit back. You know, and she was upset because, you know, Jamal Bryant is the savior for the gay and lesbian congregation. He's not the only one up there in Baltimore that opened his doors up, you know, and preach that the faggot is blessed and all that. You see how that shit sound? You know, dear Lord, bless everyone here. You know, bless all the faggots and the bull dykes in the house this morning. You know. And may they take their time when they're eating the scrotum and the shaft of the brother's dick. You know, come on, man. It's this shit, you know, and this is not a joke. I was just using that as an example of the mindset of these pastors and ministers. Even though most of them don't agree with it and condone it, but for the sake of getting paid and getting that motherfucking bread, because, you know, and it's true, this motherfucking, you know, the gay community, you know, because the gays get all the good jobs and all that, so they have plenty, most of them have plenty of money. And for the sake of that, and that only, you're willing, you know, to set aside your principles and morals, you know, and you know, preach a false message to get paid. I don't care what you tell me. I don't care how you say it and all that, you know, it's the truth. It's the truth. Because like I told y'all, I don't have nothing against nobody personally. Don't get me wrong. Nobody personally. Nobody personally. I would never disrespect anybody in public or none of that. Unless you disrespect me. I'm going to go all the way. I'm going to go all the way in on your ass. But I don't condone, and you'll never get me to condone that lifestyle. Now, even if, you know, because everybody, you know, got that in the black family. I'll accept it. I won't disrespect you. You know. If you my blood, then it's a different, you know, I'm going to, you know, we're going to hang together. You're going to be just like everybody else. You know. But don't ask me to come to a motherfucking faggot cookout and all that type of shit. Because you can forget that shit there. You know, and that's when I love your ass from a distance. You know, but, you know, Jamal Bryant, you know, that's some embarrassing shit, man. You raking in $200,000-$300,000 a month, and you can't pay these little child support bills off. And I understand, and now let me say this. And I understand you dealing, you know, and that's your fault. You're dealing with a nut. You got a child out of wedlock by a nut who's been kind of harassing you. You know. And see, that's the type of shit that go with that's the type of shit that come with the territory, man. When you keep getting married and jump outside your marriage and all that type of shit, man. And I'm gonna be honest with you. You know, just like myself. If I'm gonna jump out my marriage, I'm not married. I am not married. It's the only way I'm gonna do that. You know, because I don't, you know, being married means, when you make that union, that means that individual has everything that you would need, that you will not have to go outside of that person to get anything from another person. And I understand that no one person can fulfill all 6 basic needs. No one person can do it. I know that from experience. They make at the most, if at best, they can do 3. And I'll go on to the 6 basic needs on another video clip, and break that shit down to y'all. You know, along with the African principles and, you know, 7 African principles. It's a lot of principles for self-motivation, principles for self-development. It's a few more videos that I'm going to be doing, you know. But once again, like I said, you know, you brothers that I just mentioned, and any other brothers that may be struggling out there, don't be ashamed, man, to step up and do the things that you need to do. Because I'm at the point in my life where, you know, I'm in search of total peace, you know, and I'm going to acquire that by any means necessary. I'm going to acquire that, you know, because I don't believe in being miserable. I don't believe in being on the edge. You know, I don't believe in being fucked over. I don't believe in being disrespected. I don't believe in being talked to any type of way. I don't believe in being controlled. You know, because, you know, in another life, you know, I was a vicious motherfucker. You know, a vicious motherfucker with no conscience, no compassion, or none of that bullshit. None of that. I didn't even know what that shit meant. You know, so I damn sure didn't practice it. You know, but as you grow in your growth and development each day, each minute, each day you learning. You're supposed to be anyway. Each day you move up, you know. And you know, when you get to certain levels, you have a better divine understanding of your purpose here, you know, and who and what you need to do. You know, because nobody's more important to me than me. You know, I'm a black god. I'm a black god. I don't have to wait for nobody to tell me that. You know, I have supreme intelligence, meaning I don't know it all or anything like that. And when I say supreme and divine, meaning that everything that you heard me speak about on nearly 200 video clips, none of it came from a public school education or none of that type of shit. This was all based on my personal growth and development and understanding and research and work. Mine, my own. And that's why I say I'm only this much knowledge on a wider scale. You know, there's brothers and sisters far more advanced and knowledgeable than I am. That doesn't take away my status. I'm still a black god regardless. I'm still a warrior. I'm still a scholar. You know, and each day I'm growing. That's why I watch a lot of videos. Some of you I try to draw something from, but some of you I can't get shit from you. You know, a lot of y'all just hustling. You know, YouTube hustling. So you don't need to say nothing about them cutting out welfare or anything like that. You know, because you might be getting a disability or social or government check somehow. So you ain't in no motherfucking position to say anything about welfare. You know, so, and then you hustling YouTube. I don't get paid from YouTube. That let you know That'll let you know a lot about me right there. But a lot of y'all do. I could if I want to. You know. But we all are poor. We all are down in the motherfucking trenches. I'm talking about the real G's. I ain't talking about you bougie niggas with your $500,000 homes and all that type of shit. I'm talking about the real G's, the real kings and queens. We're down in the trenches and we're trying to get free. We're going to come up with a plan for freedom. It's just that simple. You know, till we meet again, Hotel Black Power.